Okay, overview for week 5, day 29 through 32. So, day 29, hiked into a ranger station. It was kind of just monotonous day, nothing special happened, but hiked down into the desert, and the ranger who was on site there was selling like snacks and sodas and stuff, so that was really great because I did not pack enough food, so still struggling with getting a beat on how much to pack. Hiker hunger is now in full force. I feel like I'm eating all the time. I literally just ate a pint of ice cream last night, but I'll go over that. That was at Casa, but so luckily the ranger, who's so nice, we had a great conversation, Todd, gave me, let me buy a bunch of stuff, chips for $1 each and some granola bars. And he also was so nice because I was telling him, oh yeah, like I'm so glad that, you're selling stuff because I'm out of food. And so he like insisted on giving me some food, like mashed potatoes and this like rice dish. So that was a lifesaver. Thank you, Todd, for being so nice and giving me some extra food. Well, not extra, much needed food. Day 30 was a very special day because I hiked to Vasquez Rocks. And that's actually about a year ago. I went to a Woman Who Hike event there, and it was an intro to backpacking class, specifically like on the PCT. So a woman named Shantae Salbert came out too, and she's done section hiking at the PCT and has a book that I've talked about on a lot of these videos. So just the fact that in less than a month I hiked from the border to that spot where I was kind of like inspired to do this was really special. So yeah, I was really happy about that. Unfortunately, I was going to get a picture in front of like the really cool rocks, but there was a production going on of, I think it was Star Trek, they couldn't really say. But it was pretty cool because we walked like right past the set. They let us walk by, and I think I saw Patrick Stewart. They let us like watch a take from afar, so that was really cool to see, but fortunately I couldn't get a picture there. So yeah, hiked past Vasquez Rocks and then into Agua, Dulce, where I was planning to take zero the next day. Okay, it's getting windy, sorry, I'll talk louder. So yeah, hiked in with some of my friends, Kool-Aid, Stevie Wonder, and Calzone. So it was nice to hike with them. I've been hiking with them for a little while actually. So trail family vibes. And then we took showers, did laundry, set up our tents, and went to a nice Mexican food restaurant where we devoured all of our food. Got a margarita. So that was really nice. Day 31, I took a full 0 day in Agua Dulce and got an Uber with Songbird, Calzone, and Stevie Wonder and went into Burbank, which was so weird. I've been hiking kind of like up to LA, and then I got an Uber into LA. It was kind of surreal. But anyway, I went to REI and got all of my stuff, which I'll go over in the gear update, which here's one of them, one of the things I got. But yeah, much needed resupply at REI. And then we went to get sushi, which was a luxury, and also went to Walmart to resupply. I got a bunch of like extra snacks and that sort of thing because I actually got a resupply box in Agua Dulce with all my healthy stuff, but it was not enough food. So I took advantage of going into town and going to Walmart to get more stuff. Yeah, so great full 0 day. We ended up eating a lot, so I didn't end up going to dinner. And I ended up buying probably too many snacks. So I was snacking all day. So yeah, I didn't go to dinner, but it was a really great day. And it was also my trailversary. So officially 1 month on the trail. I made it to Agua, Dulce and took a 0. So that was a nice way to celebrate. So yeah, day 31 was one for the books. And day 32, we just hiked out, got a nice big breakfast before leaving. More desert hiking. And it was desert, but then it switched into more like a coastal vibe, like coastal shrubs and vines everywhere and poison oak, and kind of reminded me, yeah, of the coast. And I think we were like on a latitude scale near like the Ventura area. So yeah, from desert to coastal in one day. This trail never ceases to amaze me with how much it changes in like a matter of miles. So I will check back in soon with the rest of the week. Overview for days 33 through 35. Day 33 was kind of stormy and rainy, so I didn't get out of my tent until like 1:30 just to wait out the storm, and I knew I didn't have a ton of miles to hike. I think I had to hike like 7 miles into Green Valley, specifically Casa de Luna, which is a Trail Angel's home, and I'll be giving you guys a tour of that a little bit later on. So yeah, waited the storm out. I like ate probably 5 meals in my tent. Went back to bed. I was listening to some good music, so I had like a little dance party in my tent. So yeah, rolled into Casa de Luna right before dinner. And at Casa de Luna, if you're a PCT hiker, I recommend going there. It's easy to catch a hitch in. And every night they cook like a nacho / taco salad dinner. And for breakfast they cook up some pancakes. So it's really nice of them. The home itself is really neat. And Terry, who is the owner, is really wonderful. She insists on giving everybody a hug. And she has bandanas that she gives out if you do a little dance for it. So we had like a little dance party to get our PCT bandanas for 2019. So that was really fun. Hung out with some friends, and I went to the convenience store. Well, it was more like a gas station, and got Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar, which is amazing. And then we went back for like a pint of ice cream each, so I downed it. So yeah, hiker hunger is not letting up anytime soon, apparently. Yeah, and Terry's property has a bunch of, it's like a manzanita forest in her backyard. It's huge. So I'm gonna stop for a second. Woo! She created like a bunch of tent sites in the manzanita forest for hikers. So definitely recommend going there if you're hiking the PCT, Casa de Luna. Day 34, got another late start. I figure I'm not really in a hurry to get to Kennedy Meadows because it's still so snowy. So I'm taking my time, and I'm also kind of nursing a shin splint just for the past 2 days. So I'm sure that pain will migrate elsewhere eventually. So anyway, got a late start. Hiked about 15 miles, and we saw a mountain lion tracks looked pretty fresh. So there was word that there was a mountain lion in the area. So I was glad I was with some friends hiking. There were also bears, so I hung my food for the first time on this trail. just so like my food was in my tent, obviously. And then the next day, day 35, we hiked through some oak forests. How long? Hiked about 18 miles to get to like a water source, a good water source. So unfortunately at this stretch around like mile 500 to 511 wasn't really great for water sources. There were like a bunch of cisterns. There was one good one, but the other ones like had something dead in them. There was word of a dead bear in one of them, so not the best options. Luckily, I don't drink a lot of water when it's cold, so I kind of like ration my water. But yeah, and then as far as just aches and pains, nothing too horrible. Like I said before, it seems like to be migrating around, so I'll have a shin splint on one side and then on the other side, and then have like issues with tendons, but it doesn't seem to last very long as I tend to them, give myself massage, give myself a foot massage, and blisters. I still haven't had any blisters except that one, which I didn't even have to pop. It just kind of like went away. So good news on that front. But anyway, today is my birthday, so I'm gonna try to, well, I'm not gonna try, I am for sure going into Hiker Town to get like a hot shower. And actually, I'm not going into Hiker Town necessarily. I'm going to this place called Weeville Market, and they have places you can camp and hot showers and apparently better food. And I've heard better things about Weeville versus Hiker Town. So anyway, I'm gonna book it in there and try to get like a treat and a hot shower. So that update will be in week 6. Town days. So this is something very exciting for a hiker. I have a town day today, so I'm hiking into Agua Dulce, hiker heaven specifically. I'm going to stay there for a 0 tomorrow. Have to make 18 miles today. But the reason why, well, you can probably guess, but town days are so exciting is number one, my pack is very light because I'm almost out of food. So it's nice to have a lighter load, so you can kind of like book it into town. Yeah, just the anticipation of having, for me, hot food because I'm cold soaking, food that I don't have to cold soak, that's made for me, which hopefully the prices are okay in Agua Dulce, but there's apparently like this Mexican food place that's really good, an omelet place, so very excited for that. And laundry, I'm so excited to do my laundry. I'm pretty filthy right now. Shower and seeing friends that I haven't seen for a while. So town days, if you're hiking the PCT, these are going to be some of your favorite days. I'm at Casa de Luna, which is a Trail Angel's home, Terry, and there's so much room in her backyard that she has like a maze going on with places for hikers to stay. So thank you, Terry, for your hospitality and the taco salad, pancakes, and I'm gonna give you guys a little tour.
yesterday, yeah. Because it's so cool here.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I know of.
This is like
Lower down and then just take that on top. Whatever you're gonna eat, or like where do you eat?
Yeah. Most people were a little hungover and slow getting out of bed this morning.
I'm working on that.
Did, so yeah, 3 liters between the two of us for 9 miles.
Yeah, that's
What you got behind you?
So more rain. I think there's a storm rolling through California. So wanted to give an update on the Wounded Warrior Project. So for those of you who are just tuning in, part of the reason I'm hiking is to support the Wounded Warrior Project. So they help servicemen and women and veterans who have, okay, I'm camping right by a road, so sorry about that, who have physical and non-physical wounds. So physical meaning like an amputee, non-physical meaning something like having PTSD. So the Wounded Warrior Project helps servicemen and women and their families deal with those wounds, the physical and non-physical, and offers rehabilitation programs and therapy and that sort of thing. So update on that. I was planning to recite a quote every week from somebody who donated. So this week, Janet, who happens to be my mom, so have to give a shout out to my own mother, of course, donated. And so thank you, Mom, for donating. And her quote was one of my favorites by Theodore Roosevelt. And it is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that is this week's quote. Thank you again for donating. And I will be reciting another quote next week. And if you want to donate yourself, if you like the content on this channel and are able and willing to donate, you can click the little arrow beneath this video and it will have a link to my GoFundMe, and this directly benefits the Wounded Warrior Project. You can also go to the GoFundMe website and search Pacific Crest Trail Hike for Warriors and you'll see my picture. So thank you in advance for your donation. Gear update for week 5. So I went to REI when I was at Hiker Heaven and got a couple of things. So buff, number 1, it's a Pacific Crest Trail buff, so I like geeked out. And it's cooling too, so I sent my cooling towel home because it was a little bit hard, like keeping it on my neck. I would always have to adjust it. So this is a buff. And it has like Mexico at the bottom and Canada at the top and a black bear and some desert flowers and everything. So I love it. And I can do multiple things with it too. So I can put it around my neck or like this or around my neck and kind of like, kind of as sun protection around my face. And so anyway, I'm loving that. Got a new short sleeve Smartwool shirt. Also, I want to talk about the rain jacket situation. So In week 4, I mentioned that I was like soaking wet on the inside of my jacket. And so I talked to a lot of hikers about that. And I guess I was ignorant about this, but a lot of rain jackets do that when there's no like pit zips, so zippers to let the heat out. So I ended up sending it back, that jacket, back home. And I got a new North Face one, which I think you'll see in the future. It's really cute. It has like desert flowers on it. It's dark blue and has pit zips. It's a little bit more sturdy than the Ghost Whisperer, but it's heavier. So definitely weight I'm willing to carry though, if it's more effective. And so yesterday it rained and it passed the test. So I'm loving it. What else did I get? I think that was it for REI. Yeah, the buff, the shirt, rain jacket. Oh, so I finally threw out my gaiters because the holes were big, and I haven't been wearing gaiters for like 2 weeks. And gosh, I'm hiking up a hill. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. 2 weeks without gaiters, and I noticed a huge difference. So I'm going gaiterless. I think it's just one less thing to carry. And my pink sunglasses that I bought are very scratched. So my friend Kim and my friends Kim and David are sending me a pair of Oakley glasses. I think I'm getting them in Kennedy Meadows. So thank you, Kim and David, for that. Definitely needed. Yeah, that's pretty much it for week 5. I thought there was one more thing I was going to mention, but I think that's pretty much it. So, gear update. Not too many things to report, but the REI trip was very successful. Okay, making my way up this hill, but one thing, forgot to mention about REI for the gear update is my shoes. So I got new shoes. They recommend that you switch up your shoes, you buy new shoes after 450 to 500 miles. So I just got some new ones. They didn't have the color I wanted, but whatever. You can deal with that. But fortunately, after 17 miles, there's already some like rips and tears on the sides, which I tend to do because I think it's the way I walk. But that's a little disappointing. So I might have to just like duct tape them or something. But forgot the most important thing on my gear update. So there you go, shoes. This is tent life. I don't know if you can hear, but it is raining outside. Got into camp about 6 o'clock and set up pretty quickly. So the interior of my tent wouldn't get too wet. I'll let you listen to the rain for a second. It's not too bad right now, luckily. But I wanted to show you just kind of the not so exciting side of through hiking. I'll just show you kind of what I'm doing right now. It's not glamorous, but again, we're keeping it real here. So I'm gonna switch the screen around so you can see what I'm in the middle of doing. So you can hear the rain, and I am drying This bandana I actually got at Casa de Luna. We had to dance for this, so it's like a Pacific Crest Trail bandana. So I'm drying that out because I'm using this like kind of as a towel to dry everything in my tent. That's my rain jacket over my food bag. I'm trying to try that out. And this is not glamorous at all, but I have to throw this away. It's like floss and stuff, so I have to put that in my trash bag. I'm also going to attend to some of the issues I've been having. So aches and pains kind of rotating around my body. So today my ache and pain was shin splint going downhill. So I'm going to use this arnica gel on it and do a couple of like brush my hair because I haven't done that in a while. And a couple other things too, floss and put the moisturizer on and use some essential oil on my shin. And you can see, oh my gosh, this is kind of gross, but my hands are so dirty. So I probably need to tend to that too. I'll probably cut my nails. So yeah, and then I need to kind of dry the bottom of my tent. There's still a little bit of water. I'm also in the process, now this is obviously like dirt is embedded on my pants, but I'm drying my pants right now because they got really wet while I was hiking in the rain. I didn't put my rain pants on because actually the rain wasn't so bad, but the trail was so overgrown that the plants were brushing up against my pants and then got my pants all wet, so it wasn't even really the rain. So anyway, I'm just trying to like dry them on my body before I change into my sleeping clothes. Backpack is outside. I usually put it inside my tent, but it was just soaking wet, so I'm just gonna leave it out, and it is waterproof, so luckily there's that. Shoes were also soaking wet, so I'm gonna leave them out there. Hopefully they'll stay dry under my rain fly. And here is all the stuff I still need to set up, so I'm waiting to do that. I just ate a bunch of food for dinner, so probably too much, but I know I'm going into town tomorrow for my birthday to get like a hot shower and maybe to get a treat at the store. So I ate like a lot of food just now, so I'm trying to like dry my pants, eat my food, and then I will set up my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag, and put on my, this is my clothing dry sack, so I'll put on my sleep clothes and get my electronics in order. So yeah, that's basically, I'm taking my time right now to set up my tent and eat and all that good stuff, catch up on some like nail cutting and all that. So exciting stuff.